welcome to our first video, which is we're focusing on self-love. As we said in our introduction, that seeing as it's the beginning of the year, we feel that, you know, with everything, you know, new year, new me, all that kind of stuff, and it's also a new decade, that let's change our thoughts. And you know, it's the beginning of the year. What's the first thing in life? It's love. So, and we believe that, and like with other well-known motivational speakers, that the most important thing is to be able to love yourself first, and to be able to, and once you've done that, you know, you're not going to accept any, so to say, negativity and BS from anybody else, because you're so secure in your own self. And that's not being arrogant or being selfish. That's you having a solid foundation and not prepared to be defeated by other people's comments. So I'll start the topic if that's all right. Yeah. So in my life, I've gone through quite a lot of stuff. We don't really have time to delve into that, but just realizing that actually the fact that I didn't love myself, and I was trying to impress people, whether that's my family, friends, colleagues, I felt that that was more important. But then I didn't feel within me that I felt quite comfortable. So I read quite a few books, started looking into things like the law of attraction, all these kinds of other things, and then realized that actually before you can do anything, it's about loving yourself. So my first practice was to actually look in the mirror and then think, right, I have to tell myself that I love myself. How am I going to do that? But I did it. It was hard. It's not an easy thing to do, and it's something that you should try and do at least 2 to 3 times a week or more if you can. But what I would say is that stand in front of that mirror.
Well, I would say daily, actually.
Yeah. So I think when you start, it should be a daily practice. But obviously with life, you know, humans, we've got things. You get up in the morning, it's not as easy as that. But even if you tell yourself personally, you don't need to be standing in the mirror, that you love yourself and you're grateful for this day. That's great. So that's my first practice, is that get up in the morning, tell myself I love myself. Why do I love myself? Have that bad day, see that muffin top, and you just be like, yeah, I'm thankful for that, but what am I going to do to maybe make it a little bit of a piece of toast, maybe? So, you know, but it's just appreciating what you see in yourself, that your clothes fit you, that you've got clothes to wear, you've got shoes on your feet, you know, you might have a spot here, a bit of blemishes, but you appreciate that.
And it's just about buying gifts for yourself, and also reducing your inner critic, because so many times we say negative things to ourselves. Oh, I look horrible in this, I don't look good in that. But just say to yourself, listen, I'm beautiful, you know, I can do anything I want to do because I deserve it. So buy yourself gifts, run yourself a bath, you know, go on holidays. Go and have.
I mean, to be quite honest, it can even be very simplistic things in life. I mean, because not everybody will have the financial means to actually be buying themselves gifts. But for me, I always look at it and say it's something that should be nil expensive. And my thing is just doing something for me. You know, whether or not it's being at home and do nothing. That is good, or just taking my time and go to my favorite location and just spend some quality time with myself. And it's about being kind to yourself and being compassionate, believing in it. And I mean, to add on to what Akofa said in terms of you know, telling yourself that you love yourself, but sometimes if you don't believe that you are enough, and I think I was listening to a Marissa Peer video where, you know, just those 3 words, I am enough, makes a huge difference. And a lot of us at times do not even believe that we're enough to even get anything, or if something comes our way that is good, we tend to wonder, you know, it's too good to be true, and not accepting those things. So it's a matter of accepting the gifts when they come, and not taking or thinking twice to say, you know, what is the motive behind this, and just being, you know, realizing that people do genuinely, you know, are good people out there, and they will, you know, want to help, and just you need to be in the receptive mode to receive these.
No, it's very true.
You know, so I mean, I know Rebecca loves to buy herself gifts, but
well, I do.
I do.
I love to go on holidays.
I do.
However, sometimes the simplistic things in life, you cannot go away from that.
Yeah.
And it's just like running yourself a bath, as I said. You don't have to pay for that. You can just relax, you know, because you deserve it. You've gone through so many things in life. Just feel free and enjoy as it goes. You know, believe in yourself because you give people the platform to be able to love you when you love yourself.
Exactly.
If you don't love yourself, people obviously it will reflect in the way you do things. So they'll not be able to love you as you deserve. So yeah, love yourself and enjoy and believe in yourself because you're perfect just the way you are.
Exactly.
God made you, so enjoy.
Yeah.
And remember, you know, love comes in a stage as well, because when you look at agape love, it's love beyond all measure. It's love, you know, that has no boundaries. It's that form of love that regardless if you've got a muffin top according to a golfer or whatever, you just love yourself who you are. And if you don't love yourself, you will not give others the platform in order to love you either. So you're actually teaching others how to treat you. And if you want others to treat you in a respectable way and to treat you that you are lovable, you need to first believe that you are lovable. You know, because, and that is how the self-love comes in my view, is that because normally if you say you love somebody, like all of us are parents here, and we've got our children, and we always say that we love our children and the things that we will do for them,
why can't we do it to ourselves?
Like we withhold those things from ourselves. Does it mean that, you know, we love our children more than we do? It would appear that way, but should that be the case?
No. And that's not and it's not a selfish thing, it's just about a good example,
you know, for the kids, because the kids can see what you're going through, and if you keep saying to yourself, oh, I look horrible, you know, they're learning from you. So say to yourself, I'm beautiful, and your child will be like, oh yeah, mommy, you're beautiful, I'm beautiful too. Exactly. So yeah, we just need to accept ourselves and love ourselves, because we're all beautiful in our own rights, and God made us. So
and I think just going back on what you've both said, one thing that we need to do is that I am definitely a victim of this, is that when someone says, oh, you look really nice, like, oh really? No, just accept it. Someone says you look nice, oh, I really like your dress, I like your shoes, I like your ear, I like your, oh, your hair looks amazing. Just say thank you, thanks for your compliment, and just receive it and believe it, and just be free in it. All that is all part of that process. If someone says something nice to you and you just condemn it with something negative, and it's that cycle continuously, it's just not, you know, you're not going to feel good in yourself, and then you'll be like, why are people not complimenting me? Because when they do compliment you, the response is so negative, and that negativity is coming from you. So it's just about embracing any good comment and obviously batting off the negative ones. Someone says, oh, I don't really like that dress. Well, I do. I put it on this morning, and thanks, but no thanks. And you just keep on, and that is the confidence you bring in yourself.
Like previously, I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my God, I look so horrible. You know, I don't look beautiful. Well, that's how I felt at that time. And then when people say to me, oh, Veronica, you look so beautiful, I'm like, yeah, whatever, I'm not. But then when I started believing it, when they say, oh, you're beautiful, I know, I thought, oh, thank you, I know, I am beautiful. So again, it gives you this kind of happiness within you. Because anytime you're sad, you think about, you know what, I'm good, I'm beautiful, you know, I can do anything I set my mind to. Why don't I just accept it and do it? So you can override so many negativities in life.
And by doing that, what has come from that by believing in that?
Yeah, so I'm happier, you know, I relate to other people that are going through the same situations, try to advise them, try to empower them, you know, and say to them, do you know what? Don't worry about it, darling, you're beautiful. Because I realized that I didn't accept that previously, and now that I'm able to embrace that, I should be able to help.
So you're leading by example.
So I'm leading by example and helping others at the same time.
But you know, sometimes what I find interesting is that we would be so horrible to ourselves and would never tell somebody else that. Even if we see somebody who do not look their best, we will not say, oh, by the way, you look rubbish. But yet you tell yourself. And it's like, why do we do these things? And it's a matter of us stopping to being so you know, and just showing ourselves compassion, showing ourselves care, and starting from self-love. And I just usually say, my motto this year is always being stay true to oneself, because it's so important. And the whole element of, you know, us wouldn't be so horrible to somebody else, but then being horrible to ourselves. You know, the inner critic, as what Ronnie says, is that we just need to lower those inner critique.
Again, as Akofa mentioned, daily affirmation, like I say to myself when I'm brushing my teeth, oh my God, today is going to be like a beautiful day and I feel good in myself, I'm beautiful, I can do everything I set my mind to. So that helps me during the day. So regardless of any negativity or anything that I go through the day that I'm not happy about, I think about myself and I think about why I deserve the good things, and that overrides, you know, so many.
Yeah, that's a really good point actually. The fact that we, as you said, you are enough, you deserve. These are things that you need to be telling yourself, I am enough. That's definitely one thing. That's actually my WhatsApp status, is that I am enough, because I believe that, and nobody needs to tell me that I'm not, and that you deserve absolutely everything your heart desires. It doesn't matter what you're going through, there's always a way out, but you just need to find that way and believe that you will get there.
And remember that the way how you treat yourself is teaching others how to treat you. So if you want to be treated in that way, that you are enough and you deserve the best, you also need to be doing that and treating yourself that way. Okay, so that is what we have to say at this moment in time. But there's loads more. We just didn't want to overkill all the information in one go, but we will be back. And
you know, someone like me, I'm happy to revisit this topic over and over again. So if you feel that there's any questions that, you know, if you've got any questions that you would like to ask us, please put that down on either our Instagram page, our Facebook page. Please email us, and also on our YouTube page.
If you do like this topic, or obviously subscribe to our channel, YouTube, NavForum. And again, send us messages and we'll address any issues that you want discussed.
And if you want us to look into love in a bit more detail, or self-love, because I'm sure there's vast information out there and we have lots to share, just let us know if you want us to go into further detail about it, and we're more than happy to do so.
Okay, so we're going to end here, and thank you so much for watching our first video. Our next video will be the next video of our topic. The next topic of our video, sorry, is still on the theme of love, but it's looking at turning a negative into a positive.
Yes, so we'll be aiming to do weekly
videos, and they'll be released every Wednesday. So yes, please, we'll be looking forward to you watching us next week.
Yeah, thank you. And remember,
first learn to love yourself.